ATIA, for those of you who are unaware of this little pocket of evangelical Christianity, stands for Advanced Training Institute of America. I think it's now called just ATI for Advanced Training International. It is the homeschooling curriculum wing of a group called the Institute for Basic Life Principles, run by Bill Gothard, who had made his name espousing many of the extreme Christian right-wing beliefs before it became mainstream in the 90s and 2000s. Everything about his work was in presentation. Almost all his books were in gold leaf, hard-backed, and very pretty. The pictures were very well done. The books were filled in blank for easy note-taking, and he set goals and made you feel like you had accomplished something every section you went through. He gamified Christianity before the concept existed. His group heavily supported the Quiverful movement, of which the Duggar family was a celebrity group at their seminars who were an ATI family. Right after the fall of the Soviet Union, they even had the ear of some of the higher-ups of the newly formed Russian Federation. He first tapped the children's market using the character sketches, stories about animals and nature displaying godly characteristics such as humility, self-control, decisiveness, and other nice-sounding oversimplified traits that could only exist through Jesus, on top of the fruits of the Spirit. Once again, the quality of the materials used, such as beautiful hardcover books and very well done art, were what really sold it, and was such a big hit they even made a beautiful looking character sketches game, which acted as a matching game, like Concentration. They made one or two other board games, all made from high quality materials. He made teen books similar, though thinner, to the parents' books, idealizing abstinence and vilifying dating, claiming that God only wanted you to court women and ask their father before you approached the girl. Let's just say that fucked over any ability I had with women, setting me back even further than my Asperger's was already going to hinder me, until I finally lost my faith. Then they moved into homeschooling curriculum. They used wisdom booklets, which took a verse and squeezed whatever they could out of the verse. They sectioned the booklets into Greek analysis, vocabulary, history, usually covering mostly influential Christians, science, quote-unquote, law, which idealized and pushed conservative and libertarian ideals, and medicine, which often pushed pseudoscience, labeling it as science that most people don't know about. Some of the nutritional information, it turns out, were actually a bit ahead of their time, but for the most part, it propagated a lot of pseudoscience spread today by all the health woo people. They also had some rather unique types of pseudoscience, which were explanations for weird things listed in the Bible. We were encouraged through cash prizes from our parents and through an artistic picture of a mountain with Bible verses paving the way to work our way up to the top as we memorized Matthew 5, 6, and 7. It was because of this gamification and push to memorize that I have entire books of the Bible, including James and 1 John, stuffed into my head, that likes to jump out and play on repeat sometimes, much like the old, annoying Bible school songs that I perform as Youth Pastor Jack Childenhoff. This series is going to discuss some of the weird pseudo-apologetics that ATIA gave me a false belief that my belief in God was completely scientific. It also confused me about just how conservative science is when it comes to making claims and evidence. I would for a decade later come up with plausible sounding but completely untested and unsubstantiated claims based on scientific facts that could possibly show correlation, but to make that claim required its own long, expensive study. I've discovered recently that Bill Gothard is currently fighting lawsuits of alleged sexual harassment by over 40 women, which is tremendously cathartic to me. Sadly, I don't have access to these wisdom booklets, and my Christian mom sure as hell wouldn't let me use them for a series like this. I hope you enjoy this series, and it makes you more aware of how not to abuse science. Hey there, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked what you saw from my channel, please subscribe and donate to my Patreon. If you have evidence to counter what I say, please provide it. If you would like to see what I was doing with this channel 6 years ago, please click the links on the screen. Thank you so much.